Everything happened too late. Bella ran through the streets of Volterra as if time could go backward. The clock struck noon, children dressed in red, and the sun, the cursed sun, filtered through the rooftops like a sentence. When she saw him, it was already too late. Edward stood in the light, his white shirt open, skin shining like burning crystal. And the Volturi guards were already moving. "Edward!" Bella screamed. He turned his head, he saw her, and for 1 second, he lived. But only for a second, because Felix and Dimitri grabbed him instantly, and before he could defend himself, before he could even touch her, Alec wrapped him in mist, and the world went silent. Bella was held by others. "Let me go. He's alive. I saved him." Aro appeared with elegant steps. Alive? He was. And without changing his tone, he looked at Dimitri. "Make it quick." Bella screamed, struggled, fought, but Edward no longer screamed. He no longer moved. When he hit the stone floor, he was just a body, and the sun kept shining. Bella didn't speak again for 2 days. She was locked in a marble room, dark, no clocks, no air, no dreams. Carlisle and Alice confronted Aro. They pleaded, they demanded to take Bella back. But Aro had tasted something more interesting than blood. Her mind, or rather, her shield, her immunity. "I've never seen anything like it," Aro murmured, fascinated. So much strength contained in a human, so much denial, so much darkness. Carlisle tensed. "She's not an experiment." "No," Aro said with a smile. "She's a choice." When Bella finally spoke, her voice was hollow. "Can I join you?" Aro blinked. "Are you serious?" Bella raised her head, her eyes dry, her heart non-existent. "What do I have out there? Charlie? An empty grave?" Alice whispered, "Bella, you don't have to do this." "Yes," she replied, "I have to, because if I don't keep going, I die with him." And so with a single bite, Bella Swan ceased to exist. And Bella Volturi was born. The transformation was brutal. The fire spared nothing. But she didn't scream, not once. Aro watched everything, amazed. "I've never seen such control in a newborn," he murmured. But it wasn't control. It was emptiness. It was sealed pain. Years passed. Bella became a weapon, not a soldier like Felix, nor a hunter like Dimitri, nor torture like Jane. She was the shield, the untouchable peace, the mind no one could read, the presence that nullified the most powerful gifts. And most unsettling of all, her face never showed emotion. Only Renata, Aro's other shadow, spoke to her at night. "Sometimes I wonder if I still have a soul," she once said. Bella only replied, "I don't wonder. I know I lost it in an Italian square." But everything changed when the Cullens returned. Alice saw them first. A misty vision, a small town, a half-human girl, Renesmee. Bella didn't know what to feel. She couldn't hate her. She couldn't love her. Only remember, and the memory burned. Aro became interested, too much. The trip to Forks was inevitable. Bella was part of the entourage, dressed in black, hair tied back, no smile. When she stepped into the forest again, she felt the world tremble beneath her, the scent of pine, the dampness, Charlie's distant voice in her memory. And then, she saw them. Carlisle, Esme, Jasper, Emmett, Rosalie, and Edward. No, not Edward, only Edward's grave. But standing next to them was Renesmee, and Bella trembled for the first time in years. Alice walked toward her. "I knew you'd come." Bella didn't answer. She only looked at the girl, at her daughter, at what could have been, at what would never be. The meeting began. Aro spoke of laws. Carlisle spoke of exceptions. But all eyes were on Bella. And then, for the first time, Edward was mentioned, by Emmett. If Edward could see her now, he wouldn't believe it. And Bella, in a steel voice, replied, "Edward is dead. I'm alive. That's the difference." Silence, tense, eternal. And Aro, satisfied with the spectacle, only murmured, "How beautiful it is to see how love becomes power." But Renesmee took a step, small, brave. "Are you my mom?" Bella blinked, just once. And for the first time in years, her voice broke. "I don't know." That night, Bella didn't sleep. Not because she was a vampire, but because the memories finally returned. The laughter, the letters, the bike with Jacob, the blue dress, the cabin, the moon, Edward, Edward, Edward. And when she looked in the mirror, she no longer saw just a Volturi. She saw a woman trapped between two worlds, a mother, a daughter, a shadow with a sleeping heart. And she knew that soon she would have to choose, because love wasn't dead, it was just waiting to be remembered. The night before leaving Forks, Bella walked alone through the forest. She wore no cloak, no escort, only thoughts. Renesmee slept in the Cullen house, wrapped in Esme's arms, still unaware of the magnitude of the fate surrounding her. Bella had watched her from afar, for hours, saying nothing, not daring to get closer. But now time was running out. Aro had plans, and Aro's plans were never innocent. "Are you here to run?" whispered a voice behind her. It was Alice. Bella didn't turn. "I'm here to choose." "You already chose years ago," Alice said softly. "In Volterra, when you said yes." Bella closed her eyes. "No. In Volterra, I just survived. What I do tomorrow will be my first real choice since he died." Alice stepped closer. "And what will you do?" Bella looked at her, and for the first time in a long while, she smiled. "I'm going to make sure no little girl wakes up alone again, thinking she has no soul." At dawn, the Volturi procession descended the hill, Felix in front, Jane smiling like a serpent, Alec silent, and Aro delighted. "Renesmee is fascinating, Carlyle," he said in his courteous tone, "but she represents a legal uncertainty, a breach, and breaches must be closed." Bella walked beside him, impeccable, calm, lethal, but something in her gaze had changed, and Aro, who knew well the eyes of his favorite pieces, noticed. "Bella?" She stopped. "We're not going to hurt her." Aro raised an eyebrow. "Excuse me? She's my daughter, and you will not touch her." Silence cracked like ice underfoot. Jane stepped forward. "Are you betraying the clan?" Bella smiled. "I'm remembering who I am." Then the shield rose, invisible, unbreakable, a field that left the Volturi blind, deaf, powerless. Jane screamed, but her gift didn't reach. Alex spread his mist, it dissolved. Aro murmured her name with awe and fury. "Bella, I'm not your shield." And with a firm step, she stood in front of Renesmee. Edward wasn't there, but she was, the mother, the protector, the master of herself. Then the Cullens aligned at her side, Jasper, Alice, Rosalie, Carlyle and Esme, all of them. And before them, darkness. Aro realized he couldn't win without sacrificing too much, and he didn't play to lose valuable pieces. "Retreat," he muttered, with a frozen smile. Felix frowned. Jane, humiliated, stepped back. And so just as they had come, the Volturi vanished into the trees. Bella dropped to her knees. Renesmee ran to her. "Mom." And for the first time, without rage, without doubt, without chains, Bella embraced her. "Yes, it's me." That night, in the old room that was once her human refuge, Bella sat alone with a photo of Edward in her hands. She placed it on the windowsill and spoke softly. "I left for you. I got lost for you, but I came back for her." The wind blew gently, as if answering, and for the first time in centuries, Bella Volturi disappeared. And Bella Cullen, mother, warrior, shield, and finally free, came home.